Good morning, friends. Wanted to share a few thoughts with you all. Some devotional thoughts for today, for this week. Been in Colossians chapter 3. The first few verses say, "If then you've been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. For you have died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God." It's a fantastic passage that begins with, "If then you've been raised with Christ." Well, that's kind of pointing back to Romans chapter 6, verse 5, that says, "For if we have been united with him in a death like this, we shall certainly be united with him in a resurrection like this." And the Apostle Paul says, if you've been resurrected, so in other words, if you have put your faith in Jesus, if you've been born again, seek the things that are above. Seek the things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Seek heavenly things. Seek things that are of the spiritual realm and not just our physical realm. I continue to have to remind myself of this as I get distracted with so many stories, news stories, this happening, that happening, political this. And then verse 2, "Set your minds on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. For you have died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God." So the main reason why I set my mind on the things of Christ, the things that are above, and not the things that are on earth, is because that I've died to myself. I have decided to die to self and to live for Jesus, to live for him. And that's why I long to keep my mind set on heavenly things. I've been reminded of this lately as we just had a dear man in our church pass away a couple of days ago, and then one just a couple weeks prior to that. And these were both men of integrity and of deep faith in Jesus. They walked it, they lived it, and they were both such very humble men that set great examples for all of us to see what it means to be a follower of Jesus, because they lived it. They didn't just speak it, they lived it out. And it's this reality that the reason why I set my mind on things that are above is because everything else is temporary. Everything else is just fleeting, and as Solomon says in Ecclesiastes, it's just a vapor. It's just here for a moment and it's gone. So I wanted to encourage you folks, especially those of you walking with Jesus, be certain to set your mind on the things that are above. Why? Because you've died and your life is now hidden with Christ in God. Press on, my friends. Have a great day. It's a beautiful Thursday here in Ohio, and it's just a great day to be living for the glory of God. Press on.